Okay, hello and welcome back to our blind permadeath playthrough of the Outer Worlds Gendercidal Feminist playthrough. First attempt is still hard difficulty. Why? Because supernova difficulty doesn't let me save wherever I want, basically. So if I cannot save wherever I want, I cannot use it. So I have electricity grid problems, crashing, stuff like that. Really? Okay. So increasing determination allows me to heal my companions, huh? Alright. But this weapon is damaged. They saw a little icon. It must be this one. So here I cannot see. Amazing. I think this should be the opposite way. Nah. Alright, I don't know. Does this work? It does work as well, okay. So one is easier, so yeah, let's make let's make it the shotgun number 1. This number 2. Alright. So if I have to panic, it's either one of these. With the sniper I can take my time. Alright, what the hell are we doing here? We're going to talk to the town leader. Also we want... What do we want? That piece of the whatever. The hell is this? The barber shop. Okay, let's enter, why not?
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Okay. Do your haircuts come free with lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
How lucky. Ah, this is one of the dudes. Alright. Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Well, I do understand, but apparently my character... yeah. You're broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care, pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Okay. So they don't have health care. Not really, apparently. Should I go with number 1? What? Well, he hasn't paid shit. Just give him an IOU. Well, he's a man, I don't care if he gets his money or not.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Give him your hair. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Interesting. He has corpses. Okay, he will see me. Is there any indication they see me? Apparently not. I won't risk it. He certainly cannot see me now, can he? Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company is going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's choice property. Eugene was an asset and so has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family of something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pray them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay for his body price. Nobody the wiser. What do you think? Write me back. Okay. Can I take the teeth myself? Take everything. Take everything. Because this is one of those games where you cannot sell stolen stuff to just any regular person. Thermal conjugliere. 15 seconds, okay. Standard troop armor. Hack plus 7. Okay. Why is this stealing exactly? Okay, let's look at the journal. Conrad says, perhaps you could use the information so I can blackmail him. Great. Sounds like a plan.
What can I do for you?
You're not broke, you fuck. Okay, I have to go with the one that has a higher check. Yeah, that gives me more experience. I have to metagame, sadly. You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing of you about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Okay. That's interesting. I guess I misjudged that. I know the gene. Why not use his deed as collateral?
You know about Eugene? How?
None of your business.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Obviously. You are going to have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
All right. Great. Okay, let's continue then. Golomgil and Trim. Okay. The nearest bounty. Bertie. Interesting day. Don't become quests.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
I know how you feel.
Fellow woman. The hell is this? Welcome, Constable Reyes. Hilarious. Open bounties. Guillermo, Doc, Bertie, exit. Apparently nothing has been closed. All right. Hello.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
If you need help with the marauders, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Interesting. I have questions.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you? Of course it means. She's a supposedly wanted criminal.
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Okay, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Looks like there is a bounty on his head.
You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
All right. I'm willing to collect.
Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
All right, so who do I have to talk to?
Any information regarding outstanding bounties and wanted criminals should be directed to Mr. Udom Bedford. Mr. Bedford's office is located on the Groundbreaker.
What's that?
Halcyon's original colony ship, now repurposed into a space station. Mr. Udom Bedford represents the board's interest on the Groundbreaker. Something else I can do for you?
Okay, nothing. There's nothing in the toilet. I guess there won't be anything. Better to be thorough. Alright. Let's continue exploring.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Nothing I can do about that.
Let's go dumpster diving. And the game crashes. Great. Okay, so obviously that crash has been confirmed with that configuration. Let me check if the game crashes with something else. Always nice to have problems. Let me put the recommended NVIDIA settings and see if that solves anything. I doubt it. Usually that does nothing. Recommended NVIDIA settings. Let's see what that does. Probably nothing. I wonder how much I lost. Well, all of the conversation with her was waste of time. No, I did receive a quest. I need to talk to her again about that quest. This will just probably mean I will have to accept this game just uses a lot of energy. Maybe a patch will solve that problem. Antibiotics. Yeah, all right. Went to a console.
Been eating for a year.
Stuck to
Welcome to the
her.
Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading...
For hire, bring me the fingers. All right. Nah, that's going to be worse. It seems to me. Yeah, let me save and I'll restart again. Yeah, that's definitely worse. Yeah, I leave it as it was this morning and accept it. Accept the truth. Probably the truth is I cannot play this game. That's the actual truth. But I want to accept it. just yet. Well, in any event, if I do stop playing this game, I'll find another one in that catalog and see what I can play for a month, the free month, basically. Alright, let's continue. Alright, let's go.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Nothing I can do about that.
Prepare thingy. Okay. Modify. What the hell does modify mean? Install mods. Okay. Current mod. Alright. Magazine mods. I guess they have no mods of any kind. Tinker. What does tinker mean? Do you want to tinker with the hunting rifle? Ah. So tinker means increase damage. Okay. For how many bits? 50 money. I guess that could be worth it. All right. I will think on it. I need to talk to a vendor and see how that works. What the hell is this? Maintenance division, travel ticket 2, travel ticket 3. I'm not going to read this. Sorry. Yeah, this configuration works decently. Bypass shunt. Ooh, fancy house. Because being the repairman pays a lot. Wonder where he is. Take everything. Don't really care. If I get odd encumbered, I can go and sell it all. That looks like a weapon to me. Mayor lives here. Is not very concerned with getting robbed, which was his first mistake. Let's see, maybe the computer will unlock it. Maintenance division. Open a search. Indumati. First entry. Okay. I'm sure the log will tell me all I need to know. Apparently not. Alright, let's open this. Trespassing and lockpicking are considered illegal. Avoid being seen. I am not seen now, am I? I don't think I am. Since you have gotten weapons modification, go to a workbench. Great. I was not seen, was I? I don't think so. Trespassing is considered a... Okay, that could be bad. Alright, install your mod. First select the item you wish to upgrade, then choose what type of mod you wish to install. Finally pick the mod and boom! Both weapons and armor can be modified. Mods can't be removed. Alright. Mods can't be removed. Have so much garbage. Okay, but what's highlighted is what? Range weapon mod magazine that changes the weapon's damage type to plasma. What? These modifications superheats the bullets, which exploding to plasma when fired. Does that mean that it uses different weapons? Not different weapons. I guess it would be better with the shotgun, wouldn't it? Be better. This supposedly has a tremendous amount of DPS. Yeah, I think that would be better here. Okay, let's install it then. Yes, install it. Okay. Let's look at my weapons and armor. What the hell is this? The tossball stick and the tossball blocker. Why does it say it does less damage if it says it does more DPS damage? This is rather odd. Alright, I'm going to leave the DPS. Yeah. Alright, what the hell is this? An impact hammer. Well, it's even better. And it's pristine, I guess. What? What does that little diamond mean? I would suppose it's pristine. Maybe it's nothing. It has nothing to do with anything. Okay, I need heavy bullets. Things are going badly in that regard. Okay, got standard troop armor. Factory stock plating. Well, I guess it's a better idea, yeah. Or protection seems like a good idea. So, yeah. And if I lose a little bit of the other stuff. Now I need to think, what is better? Break stuff up? 3 parts. It's always 3, 2. Okay, or money. Oh, look into it. Okay, here we are. This is all junk. Okay. I'm honestly not sure I will ever use this weapon. But I probably will, especially if heavy bullets are so difficult to find as they seem to be. Alright, let's continue exploring Edgewater. What the hell is this place? It's the house I was in. Corporate guards.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Alright. Let's see what else we can scavenge. Transition to Emerald Bay. No, I'm not going out. And about the cantina. Maybe it's that building. Okay, let's try to enter this house. Cannot enter. Ooh. This alley leads to nowhere in particular. What about this place? Nothing. Alright. The cannery. Well, if there is any place I will have a lot of stuff to steal, it will definitely be here. Fellow woman, let's talk.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Okay, I want to steal from her. On her shift, no way. She can get in trouble. Oh, right, let's see. One left hand. Okay. I guess the tuna has protein then. Aha. Vending machine. Let's look at that. What the hell is this? Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to a vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction or a hack skill of 40. What is my hack skill? Let me check. Jesus, it's just like... what's that? Bioshock. The Circus of Values. Alright. Hack. My hack is... where is hack? 12. Well, 19. Okay, we're not never going to be able to sell to this thing. Never going to be able to sell, but let's see what we can buy. Bullets. How much is this? 50 bullets for 6. Well, that is a good... I think that's good actually. They seem to be fairly uncommon. What the hell is this? Energy cell? Well, I don't have any energy weapons. Select the amount. What? Every bullet? Every bullet is 6? I thought it was 6 per can of bullets. Jesus. Cannot be true. I had 10 bullets. Let's buy one. Can it truly be one bullet? That's crazy. Yes, it's one bullet. Holy crap. Okay, so this by 7. I don't know. Let's see. Does he sell parts? I need to know how costly are parts. Parts of stuff. Okay, let's see. Tech kit, Magnum, Mr. Power. These are mods, obviously. I don't have any money, so. Healing items. 50 per adreno, whatever, adreno. Holy crap. So I need to be fairly certain I heal only where I need to. This is expensive stuff. I think being a trader is actually a good idea. I didn't know all this stuff was so expensive. Usually in games, potions are not that expensive, or healing items. This is expensive. One is half my money, basically. How valuable are repair parts? I need to know. I don't have any, I think. I don't even know if they show up. I'm betting they do show up. They must. Okay, so this thing, let's remember the value. 3, basically 3. Why is this here? Maybe I shouldn't sell this. Yeah, it's a weapon. What the hell is this? A model spaceship. Alright, I can remember those values. To see if this is better than a vendor. This asshole. Can I kill him? Should I risk it? We're alone. He's a man. I need a silenced weapon. Maybe if I hit him with this, he won't cry. Okay, I need to try. He's a man and he's alone. He needs to die. What the hell happened? He disappeared. I should have sneaked. I think people are going to get angry. I thought I was going definitely to kill him. Alright, whatever. There he comes. He's a fucking moron. Okay. This time I'll make sure he dies. Your reputation has changed. Okay. That's problematic, I guess. Alright, so I think I'll control my urges to kill people, depending on my reputation with a faction. What do you say on that? I think that's reasonable. Let me see my reputation. Because I cannot let it 14%. Well, they say it goes down. Let's say if it's at 0 and I'll kill someone. Yeah. Whenever I have a chance to kill a man, I'll check this. If it's at 0 negative, I'll kill them. If not, I won't. Because that could be ugly. Could get ugly easily. Alright. Now I can steal from this dude. No problem. Oh, Aldreno. Yeah, all the food, all that food, I don't think it kills me as much as gives me extra health. I don't know how that works precisely, but I guess we shall find out sooner or later. A bolter pistol. Okay, let's look at that. A bolter pistol. I cannot use it. I don't understand. Why is it red? It uses energy. Okay, I guess that's why it's red, because it uses energy. Bullets? Does this still use... Fuck! Now it uses energy. Jesus. So that was a mistake. No, it says light. Okay, so it still uses light bullets. Alright. So I guess this could be a panic weapon. Alright, let's put it there. Now I have one of each type, I guess. Let me see his weapon. Just like a revolver of some sort. Okay. I'll keep the shotgun. Seems like the best idea. Alright, let's continue. I want still from this area, since the woman is in charge here. Unisex bathrooms. No stalls. More stealing, great. I might turn around on lock picking and hacking. Maybe they are worth it. If that's the way to... Is that a trap or something? If that's the way to acquire the supplies I need. Might be. Interesting how all this factory has only 2 workers. Maybe it's all automated. Alright. Let's see what we can gather. You also need to get drunk before I talk to the vendor. I think that increases my personality. Okay. So I guess that's deadly. Let's see this. Running self-examination. Okay. Geothermal facility. I can turn off the the power. Okay. Disengage the power regulator. I don't think that's a good idea, honestly. That might get me in trouble. I was murdering people. So do I really care about getting in trouble? Well, it was a man, he had it coming. This machine... No, I'm not going to touch that. That sounds like a quest. If I turn off the electricity, something bad might happen. Or maybe nothing happens, but I'm not going to take the chance. The woman left. Okay, she's not happy I killed her co-worker. Ah, the guys are here, the workers. Town leader. So the town leader actually works in the cannery, huh? Maybe it's the only industry. Besides the corpse business. Let's make sure no one sees us. Interesting how this game does not actually tell you if you are being watched. Usually games do that. Logs. Adheres to standards of health and safety. Okay. Off to the streets. Back to the plant. Yeah, okay. They might see me stealing here. Let's go to the second floor. Vending machine, another one. This sells different stuff. Does it give me different prices? No, it's the same prices. But what does it sell? It sells a good weapon, it seems. It's the shotgun I already have. It seemed a little bit different for some reason. Helmets. Interesting. Can I compare it to what I have? No. Interesting. Can I? Maybe no, it doesn't appear. So I cannot compare the vendor with my equipped items. Interesting. Choice. Determination. Elite troop armor. Well, this is out of my... What the hell is this? Dervish Mist. More mods. What is this stuff? Armor mod decreases the noise made while moving. I don't think I'll be sneaking up on people that much, to be honest. Alright. Let's go up. Yeah, sneaking just makes you vulnerable to counterattack. Phyllis! Is this a man or a woman? Ah, the game is going to crash now. Okay, let's save in case it does. This is a woman by the looks of it.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Alright. I'm here to collect the gravesite fees.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
That was easy. These papers are signed.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Yeah. That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Okay. You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Okay. I can understand that. Which one is the least sarcastic? Sarcastic. Let's go with you can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a man, so he was not a person. Yeah, this Eugene guy sounds like he was more trouble than he's worth.
All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Alright. Well, that worked. I finished the quest and I didn't even plan to do it. These little things are everywhere. Okay, let's get into this building. Another office. Don't mind if I do. Ah, weapon parts. There you have it. Do they appear somewhere in the inventory? It doesn't seem like that's the case. Oh no, weapon parts. Sell value 1. Or yeah, let's say 2. So if I get 3 for this, if I destroy these, they give me 3 weapon parts, which is 6 value. So it's better to sell the stuff than to break it down. Let me see again. I get 3. Ah, this is armor parts. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'm making the wrong comparison. Armor parts. Oh, they're worth 3. 3 times 3. It's 9, so it's basically a simple conversion. You do not lose. You either break it down and gain armor parts, or you sell it as is. I guess it's better to break stuff down then. I get the chance to get a mod out of the transaction. But let's still hold off on that. Messages. Welcome, Phyllis. Alright, from this dude. You have been granted access to medical treatment on contagion. Great. So it's a privilege. Hack. Let's hack it. Aha. Personal advice. Theodore buried last night. Do not report his death. Tell the workers something. Yeah, perfect speech. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work. Show up. Wear a smile. And you will get medical privileges. Perfect. Yeah, it would be very easy to roleplay a Marxist in this game. Okay, I guess no, there was another door somewhere. Let's have privacy so I can steal everything. Did I enter here already? No, I don't think. Pick up guide to mechanical engineering. Okay. I guess that's like a ball head of sorts. I would think. Come to daddy. How is it that I'm not over-encumbered already? Yeah, it's kind of amazing. I'm at 60. And my armor is 4. Why? Don't I have better armor? Thought I did. What? This doesn't change. How do I actually know this is what I'm looking at? Yeah, 9. Okay, I have no idea. Why does this show 4? And what is it comparing to? Okay, let's... What the fuck? Okay, now it's not comparing it to nothing. Alright. Okay, let's read whatever is here. Continue. The office. Symptoms of infection have reached a critical mass. So I guess the plague is what's killing all the people. If you find someone with symptoms of the plague, the best thing to do is to come to work. That's great. If you're ill, come to work. That should sort you out. Oh, great. Truly amazing. Alright, let's try to find whatever I just got this thing. So it's actually not a stat boost. As I thought, it's junk. Oh, it's not junk, it's a quest item. Yeah, it's a quest item. Okay, so I guess I still need to get that quest. Alright, let's find the leader of the town. So she's literally overseeing them. I hope it's a woman. Otherwise we will have to be very confrontational. Of course it's a man.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The pan's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson, I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Okay. Sounds shady. Level 5
Seems
guards.
we've got a guest.
Alright.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for the Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Okay. I need a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Okay. You mean more others? More others are people. No, let's not say that. Let's go with that. It's the best option out of all that. More others are people.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I have seen Edgewater. I don't blame the workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay. Well, that sorts out with whom we're going to side in that quest. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
All right. What if she doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right. I can make promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
All right. Companion Management Seminar. You forget a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures in a variety of ways. Combat support. Their skills enhance yours. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion skills with this inspiration. Learn more about the companion ledger. But they can. No, they cannot die in this difficulty one. That's good. What the hell is that? CXC? You know what? ABC, X, Y, and and C, they sound exactly the same to me. I have never been able to pronounce differently the zebra from the C, the letter C. All right. So I
Hey,
am.
ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Why not?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Of course. So what's the other side of it? Nah, let's go with number 2. Figures read didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
All right. Did you know Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
All right. So, how did you know them?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Okay. Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Well, Max is a generic name. We need to find if it's a man or a woman. I would prefer much more to talk to Adelaide and see what she wants to do. Now, where will I find him? Let's go with the most angry one. What do we need to talk to the vicar about?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. They're neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
All right. Let's do it for her. It couldn't hurt, we'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Forget the patriarchy, alright. Who the hell is this dude? So... let's continue exploring. So I guess I could steal the power generator of the factory. But let's talk to Adelaide before I make any big choices. Is this off limits? guess it's not. Why were they guarding it then? Who the hell knows? Alright, let's look at this companion business. Let's see how that works. I wonder how many you can have. Parvati. Alright. The companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companion. You can see their skills, stats, status, and gear. To change your companion gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Okay. So she's just a regular companion. Okay, so let's see her skills. Behaviors, distance, medium, close, stay close to a player, follow from a far distance, okay. Melee, primarily attack with melee weapons. Mixed, will switch between melee and range based on the distance of the enemy. Okay, aggressive. Passive, only attacks targets the companion has been explicitly told to. Once told to attack a target, the companion continues to fight until the combat is over. The companion attacks and engages attacks. How do I tell her to attack exactly? Okay, she's very weak. And she has more melee damage than... Okay. Ability Overload. Parvati slams down her hammer, creating a blast that shocks enemies and stuns auto-mechanicals. Okay. Perk silo 0. Let's compare. Apparently I cannot compare. Okay, so this is armor 7 and keeps tech skills. It's the best she can have. I cannot give her a helmet. I had helmets. A bunch of them actually. The impact hammer. Okay, I think that's the best she can actually do. What bullets does she use? Does she have her own bullets or will she use my bullets? Well, whatever the case, she has much more melee damage. Alright, let's see. What does X, C... What the hell does that even mean?
Heading back. Coming back. I'm going. Sure.
What? Okay. Ah, I can send her to places. Alright. So this means move.
Got it.
Alright, and this means
On
come
my way.
back. Okay, what the hell is X? I guess C's go to combat or use her to overload. X, where the hell is X? Okay, I think she does need to be aggressive because I cannot micromanage her. Okay, let's go. We need to find a vendor, that's what I'm looking for.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
A depressed worker. Ah, this is the chapel, I guess. It looks like a chapel. Let's talk to the dude then.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Okay. The beaker. Can I steal from the church? Well, apparently it's not stealing. Maybe they are
Hey
communists.
there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
All right. But I wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Yeah, let's go with number 3. Cut power to the deserters. If you could answer quickly, we're in a hurry.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Right, great. Can we wrap this up?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Never. Never. This has been a waste of time. Let's go, Parvati.
I apologize if my advice was wanting. I find many people can find their path when presented with the right questions. To divine a true path out of the aether takes time. There are calculations to be done, variables to consider. But there is something I'd like to ask if you're venturing outside.
Okay, I'm listening.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why not? Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Okay, I will do number 2, but not before I get the book. Tell me more about the book.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. We are actually going to do that quest first, so I can get the book and rat him out to the mayor of the town. And then I'll double-cross the mayor of the town. And possibly... yeah, get Adelaide to run this place. That's the ultimate goal at the moment. Get Adelaide to become the mayor of Edgewater. I presume that's possible. Alright, let's level up. 10 points. They are going all into... nah, maybe I should... what does 40 do here? Companion critical damage 20. Companions get an... the inhaler heals you and your companions, but they get 30%. Okay. Oh, that master stuff seems great. Now, let's go for range. I need to kill stuff fast. I feel that's the only real option. Down points in ranged for many levels. Yeah. This is basically the only way, I think. Companion is a nice thing to have, but cannot be the focus of anything. I need to bring all this shit to 100. Maybe not. Maybe once I hit 50. I guess once I hit 50, I have to actually spend the points individually, don't I? Maybe when I hit 50, I will start putting points somewhere else. Yeah, I think that's the case. Alright. Main quest. No, let's do the side quest. This one. Set as active. 2 clicks. Alright, we need to do that. But first, we still need to find the vendor. Yeah, obviously that dude spoke way too... what's the word? No, flattery, but that's for humans, for people. You could say he spoke positively, or in a, or he doesn't see the text in a negative light. He spoke very positively about the contents of the heretical book, which means he is actually interested in the book. He doesn't want to destroy it. The store. It was actually in front of the barber shop, so we went all the way around. Hilarious. Okay.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
Okay. Let's see what this dude sells. Can actually use this or not?
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Okay, let's try.
Music to my ears.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices. Okay. I want to see if there is a difference here. It was junk. It's the same. He actually pays the same amount of money as the... I should remove this from junk. See if she can actually put that on. Okay, sell all junk, yeah. It's the same as the vending machine, but At least solves that mystery. The parts, yeah, 3 and 1.8. So if I were 7.5, yeah, it's better to break them down, I think. Break them down and get this stuff. Okay, what can I buy from this dude? It's so expensive, Jesus. Everything is so expensive. Cannot believe it. Okay, 200 for a helmet. I can actually get this. But why would I? Seems like gear. It's mods what I really want. Gear I will be able to get from places, you could say. Same as these consumables. The mods are what I need to save up for. What? Interactable highlight range 5 meters. So it's basically something to loot, a loot detector. 30 for, yeah. Yeah, weapon parts are valuable. Right, let's drink a beer and see if that increases my says it increases personality attributes. So how do I use it? F for 30 seconds. Does this dialogue? Yeah, Amparabati. Amazing. All right, let's talk to him.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
I have only 30
Music
seconds.
to my ears.
Friend. Let's see if that changes anything for selling. No, it doesn't. Okay. So it's the same. 1.88. I think this is easier. 3.1 armor. 3.1. And this is 175. And armor 9. Okay, let's see how much I can break it up for. I already did this a while ago, but I want to double check my math. If I were to break it down, it gives me 3 parts. Yeah, it's the same as I said. Yeah, it's 1.1 difference. That's nothing. That's negligible. But I could get a mod. All right, so we don't sell stuff. We break it up. Good. That will also allow me to repair this stuff. Okay, I think. Give me a second. I might have to go. Give me a second. All right, I don't have to go. See you next time. Tomorrow morning. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.